States is trash.
That's not true. All they have to do
But it
is
depends
rebuild
by
their
that
team.
time.
Right, they're doing it right now. They're putting, I think they're pumping in $100 million into scouting players in the United States.
That shit
So
better
they're
work.
even gonna come to small schools like Belleville High School, because they're putting all that money, hiring a shit ton of scouts, sending them all over the country, and they're like, all right, build me a new team for the next World Cup. They'll make it to the next one.
I wish, man. I want to see the United States do something.
They'll make it to the next World Cup. Like, keep building the team, right? I mean, we're talking about what, 3-4 World Cups from now.
Mm-hmm.
But you start off young. Like, you get these kids when they're 7 years old, throw them in the youth leagues. By the time, but for example, look at Venezuela. Venezuela just won the U20. Venezuela, they beat fucking Germany. I think it was Germany in the final. We're talking about the shittiest team in South America, but they know that they're the shittiest team, so they're putting a lot of money into these young players. They won the U20, which means they're all like 18, 19 years old. In 2 World Cups, they'll be hopefully tip-top shape.
Yeah.
And then we'll see Venezuela go into the World Cup.
Hopefully.
But you see how that works, right? Like, people don't plan for the next World Cup. They plan for the next 3 World Cups.
Yeah, exactly.
The next 2 World Cups.
Definitely.
And, like, the fact that U.S. did shit this World Cup, not even not going to it, like, made them wake up. So, like, they lick their wounds, and then they're, okay, we have the money. We're the United States. Puts in $100 million right off the bat. Within a month, fire the coach, changing everything up. They don't care about this World Cup because they're not going there. But in order
exactly.
that's why, like, it's probably all a business move. Like, the Olympics, the FIFA World Cup, and building that new young team, bringing more players, that's probably a big move that was made in MLS a long time ago. There's just business strategies. I mean, you know about that. That's what he does at work. Business strategies, that's exactly what they're doing. It's just like, you'd be like, oh, they're bringing older players, that's cool. But when you like, okay, they're bringing older players, they're putting in all this money, they're building stadiums, want to do the World Cup, you can tell how that all makes sense. There's just a lot of variables.
Yeah.
As long as Morocco didn't put in, because Morocco has a shit ton of money.
Yeah, that's true. I think Morocco's very small.
But that's my fighting factor is that 2026 FIFA have already decided they're going to extend from 32 teams to 48.
That's good for everyone.
It's actually not really. Not for the when you talk about the players, it's not good for the players. You're extending their time. Then they get tired more. When they go back to their club teams, it
happens once every 4 years.
That's true, yeah,
but I mean,
month. But they're trying to extend it.
Only a month.
They're trying to extend
it.
Yeah,
it'll be a month and a week now.
Still, that's a lot. That's a lot on the player.
I mean, I don't know about that. Like,
depends. All right, if you're talking about Pogba plays in Manchester United, plays in Premier League, FA Cup, EFL Cup, Champions League, then the FIFA World Cup. That's 5 tournaments he has to worry about, mentally and physically. When is he going to get a break?
No, you're absolutely right. Maybe for big
teams
it's not good, but for a team like Peru, a team like Ecuador, smaller teams.
Oh yeah,
think about it. Now instead of 5 spots, you get 6 spots.
Yeah,
like you're able to why not? It becomes more of a spectacle. Think about it. With your team, hopefully Peru makes it past the first stage.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they will, maybe they won't.
Okay.
But at least I have 3 games that I'll get to watch, right?
Yeah.
Like with more teams, we're securing Peru 4 games to play. That can only be good for every team.
Sure.
Fans. And again, money moves.
Yeah, but what was my problem? Anyway, the reason why these other countries are bidding for Morocco, the main factor is because of Donald Trump. That's their big factor, that they don't want to come to this country and have to deal with him.
I mean, that's true, but I don't. What can he possibly do? He's not the Queen of England.
He's not, yeah, but I don't know. I don't understand why would anybody go against it because of him, because by that time he won't be here. Think about it.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't even know how that's even a question. That makes no sense.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know why all these other countries and federations are voting against it. Everybody's talking about Morocco, but nobody's considering this. And Morocco is a smaller country. When you think about it, you're having 48 teams. Okay, those 48 teams they have 24 spots, not including their coaching staff, not including their fans, not including the fans that are, the people that already live in that country. You compare Morocco, who's going to host a World Cup of 48 teams, comparing to Canada, U.S., and Mexico. That's a bigger platform. There's more space.
I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, I don't think it's a problem. They're going to build. They don't give a shit.
Plus, on top of that, like you guys said, Morocco would have to start building.
Yeah, but it
now.
doesn't matter. Every country does that. Most countries do
Yeah,
that.
but
for World
would you
Cups.
rather have it here
I mean,
where
it's not
it's already
about-
set?
It's not about what I'd rather have. It's about who I think is going to win, and I don't think the United States or Mexico or Canada are going to win. I think Morocco.
I mean, yeah, of
win
course
the
we
bet.
want to have it here. Why not?
Yeah,
We
I
live
would
here.
love. Yeah, I would love it to be here.
Why would
but-
you not want to hear?
No,
But I don't think
exactly.
that. Do I think the United States is has invested a lot of money into it?
I think
As
the
much
US,
as Morocco? No.
I think the U.S. may win it. Maybe. Because I'm just thinking it's part of a bigger plan
Yeah,
for
exactly.
the U.S. in
yeah,
general.
for the U.S. But then you think about Morocco. What do you think Morocco has in
I didn't know
mind as
Morocco
well?
had that kind of money.
But I mean, Morocco makes all their money from
Oil.
but tourism as well. Morocco's the size of New Jersey.
You see? How the fuck are you going to have a World Cup of 48 teams?
I
in
mean-
there?
Same way other countries do it.
The Olympics happens in one city, bro,
Yeah, but that's it.
and they bring in 11 million people.
Okay.
Like think you're bringing in like 100
I forget.
athletes from every country, almost every country. What you got?
What you got? What's next?
Oh, God. All right. Let's end with the World Cup before we end this podcast.
Yeah, what's going on with the World Cup?
Well, you guys tell me.
Peru?
Who's
I
winning?
think. Oh, who's winning?
Give me. No, you know what? Give me your semifinals. Will.
My semifinalist.
Mhm.
I think I see France going against. Well, 4 teams, right? 4 teams. I see
Mhm.
Spain, Germany.
But who's facing each other?
Oh, I don't know. I would have to look at the
Okay.
bracket.
Well, all right. So then just give me.
Well, Spain has to. I think the last time I saw the bracket, Spain has to go against Argentina,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not even in the
How about we pull
semifinalists.
up the bracket?
That's in the quarters. That's in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
So
Ooh,
that
that's a good
alone
game.
is saying that either Spain or Argentina makes it to the semifinals. So one of them is out.
Okay. Argentina's out.
All right. So I think
Argentina's out. Yeah.
I think the final will be France, Spain.
You can pull up the bracket.
France,
I wanna take a look at the bracket.
versus Spain, which is probably gonna be the final. I think that's the way things work out because Spain starts off in one and Brazil in the other, and then but for that to happen, I think France has to eliminate Brazil. So it's one of those two, and then in the other side you have I think Germany and Spain.
Let me take a look at this bracket.
But definitely top 4 teams: Germany, Spain, Brazil, and either France or Argentina.
You really think
Argentina. I
Argentina's
don't think
making it that
Argentina's
far?
gonna make it
I
that
said
far.
either or.
But no, not at all. I think Argentina's not going to get that far.
I mean, looking at their roster right now, you think
It's an
that
easy. The bracket, the group they're in is an easy group for them to win.
Like I said,
They have I'm looking at it right now. Croatia, Iceland, Nigeria. Come on, Argentina has it easy.
That's what I'm
to
saying.
move on.
That's what
yeah,
I'm
but
saying.
if they move on to the next
The
round,
thing is that Argentina needs to face off against Spain.
Exactly, but I don't think they'll get past that.
Right, but that's what you said. Semifinal. That would be the semifinal.
yeah.
Roughly.
Yeah, that's
It
right, yeah.
depends, you know. It all depends.
I think Peru's gonna win the World Cup.
Like I said, I'd be happy if Peru leaves the stage. Like I think Peru's job in the World Cup is to leave the group stage.
Yeah,
If they leave the group, it's like expectations. Like if Peru leaves the group stage, then they did a good World Cup.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're gonna go to the World Cup and you're just aiming to get out of the group stage, that's
Yeah,
that's
but
not.
you also gotta be realistic.
Of course, you have to be realistic,
Exactly.
but you have to aim for the highest that there is.
Yeah, I'm just saying for Peru to have a good World Cup, they
Yeah.
need to leave the group stage. That's what I'm saying. Like
no, I get you.
like
yeah,
if they don't pass the group the group stage,
Mhm.
it's like no, you could have done better, blah blah.
yeah,
But if they win the group stage, and more than likely, right, the way things are looking, they'll verse Argentina and they lose against Argentina, and be like, okay, but you passed the group stage and you lost against Argentina, against like a Messi whose pressure is beyond anything right now.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm a Peru fan myself, and I'm
I mean,
hoping
yeah.
that they go. Like my highest hope for them is at least quarterfinals. At least quarterfinals.
For who? For Peru?
Yeah,
That would mean
Nah,
eliminating.
Argentina.
Argentina.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Do me
it
the
could happen.
favor.
It could happen.
No, I think it can. I mean, come on. They tied against them in the
In La
qualifiers.
Bombonera too.
In La Bombonera? Come on. You're
Yeah,
not
you're
gonna
right,
you're
you're
not
right,
gonna
you're
repeat that in Russia? You can repeat that in Russia.
Again, I mean, I'm a big Messi fan, and a motivated Messi it's tricky. Like you can never gauge
That's
it.
true, yeah, but I
Messi
mean, it's
can
just Messi on himself. It's literally Messi holding 25 people above him. He's literally carrying that whole thing.
That's right.
You know,
You're right.
when it's Peru, they rely on each other.
No, you're
That's
right. Yeah,
all
yeah,
of them. That's all 11 on the field. They're relying on each and one another. Messi
And,
has
and
himself.
I hate saying that, but it's true. But like the thing is that Messi is holding everybody, but a good break from Messi, a good angle to shoot the ball, like give him a little bit of space.
Oh yeah, no,
and
of course.
And all Argentina needs is Messi.
That's it.
You know
But
what I'm
that's
saying?
not good. That's the thing. It's not good enough. You enter a World Cup and you're relying on that one guy to carry everything. That's like me trying to fill this water bottle up to make it a gallon. I can't. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Argentina is gonna have almost the same team they had last World Cup, and they made it to the final.
Yeah. On top of that, they're already old. Getting old.
You're right, but so is every team.
This is my prediction.
Every team has gained the same amount of age. Like everybody's moved on together. Time doesn't slow down for different teams.
Yeah, but they've brought in younger players.
Okay,
For example, Brazil, they've revamped their whole team completely.
Okay.
I mean, come on, you're not going to revamp a team that lost 7-1
What have they
to
revamped?
Germany?
The team still form around Neymar.
Not necessarily.
Come on.
Not necessarily.
And
Not
maybe
necessarily. Coutinho was at the World Cup.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
Okay, all right. All right, now, Rodrigo, give me your point of view
I
on the
just
World
looked at
Cup.
the brackets. England, Germany. I was looking France because France is gonna take out Argentina and Spain. I don't think any South American teams are gonna make it in there.
You think
Really?
Brazil's gonna go in there? Are you kidding me?
England, because Brazil has to go up against Germany.
No, they don't tell me that. Puta su madre.
The way it works.
Brazil,
Right?
if the way it works, either way they're gonna end up going against each other. If they they win most of the rounds, and they end up going against Germany. And I don't know about. I mean, Germany like never fails to impress us in the World Cup. Germany just always brings a strong team. That's just what Germany does.
Fuck that. We're eliminating them.
I mean, there's a high possibility that they'll pass on. But do I think that Brazil's going to beat Germany?
Looking at Germany right now, you're gonna.
That's the thing about the World Cup.
You never know. Yeah, but from my predictions,
did anybody think Germany was going to beat Brazil 7-1 in Brazil?
Exactly, but it just happens. And
did you cry that day?
Yeah.
Move on, Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Keep on talking.
So that's my prediction. Germany, because England has to. It's going to be going up against.
Yeah, but if England gets out, they have to face Germany. If whoever Germany faces next, they're gonna if they knock them down, they gotta face England. And I mean, who's England?
It's either gonna be Brazil, Germany.
Then
they're gonna move on to semi. Okay. Brazil from that bracket.
Oh yeah. That's right.
And then let's say it's Brazil, then it's Brazil, England, France, and Spain. Do I think Argentina's gonna disqualify France? I don't think so. I'm thinking it's gonna be
right now.
It's gonna be a European Cup again. European one. I mean, because look, for Uruguay has a decent team, but for Uruguay to pass by, they have to beat Spain. And at this point, Spain's anybody that faces Spain from that bracket is gonna have a really tough time. Like Spain's unstoppable right now. France.
Oh yeah, they defeated Argentina 6-1.
France is a great team. I mean, the top competitors. Yeah, the top competitors in there are Peru. There's France. There's Argentina.
Okay, yeah, I see your
exactly.
Point.
So I mean, let's say Peru does. I mean, Argentina almost was left out of the World Cup, so that's another thing we have to think about. Argentina's not playing good at all.
No. I don't like the coach.
Yeah, so now let's say Peru moves on. Is Peru really gonna take out
Spain?
France? No, just in those bracket areas. Is that gonna take out France? No, it's not. France is just gonna move on, and then France and Spain kick off, and then that's it. It's gone. It's done. I think. Spain, France, England.
So now, all right.
Germany, Brazil.
Out of those teams, who's winning it? Who's lifting that trophy?
I mean, come on. Let's all admit it right now that we all think that Spain's gonna take this World Cup.
Nah.
You don't think so? Okay, I think Spain's gonna.
I think it's a possibility, but I personally think that Germany can do a repeat.
Oh, I mean, Germany. The thing is that nobody thinks about Germany at that level because Germany.
See them playing that good.
Yeah, because Germany always brings a good team. There's never a surprise. There's Spain was actually a surprise because they did pretty bad.
They left in the group stage.
Yeah, exactly. So now, but when you have Germany never fails to perform. Germany always performs.
That's right. Yeah.
And that's the thing. We're never surprised by Germany. Why? Because they just always do well. We're being surprised by Brazil. Why? Because they were playing trash.
All right,
the beginning of the qualifying stages. Why are we surprised by Peru? Because Peru hasn't made a World Cup in like 4 decades. And
Peru winning the World Cup.
And then